everybody, it's Cheryl here. Today we're going to do a yoga practice. And today's class is going to be filled with flexibility, strength, core, legs, abs, the whole thing, all rolled up into one nice, beautiful, mindful package. Grab a mat if you have one. I also offer suggestions for you to grab blocks if you need to help you get further, deeper into a pose, and a towel or a yoga strap if you would like as well to get deeper into a pose also. And if you have a moment, you can kind of make a loop at one end, and that will help you with the stretching portion where you just kind of put one part through the double loops here and you create one loop. But no worries if you don't have it, you could just use a towel. You could use books. There's plenty of things that you could use. We're going to start in a standing position for today's class. Whoops. Because again, we're working on balance and strength and core. We'll start out with our legs a little wider than hip distance. And normally I kind of shift the weight forward and back, and today I'm going to do something different. We're just going to shift and roll to the sides, outer part of our legs. Excuse the noise, I'm sorry. They always do construction in my neighborhood. 21 years, they really do. And draw the belly button in, have the tailbone facing the earth, lift the chest up high. So really get that heart open wide, let it shine. Roll the shoulders back and down. So you're really trying to create the space in the lungs for the air and the breath to fill. Once you're done shifting laterally side to side on the outer part and the inner part of the legs, we're going to shift forward and back. So we're going to go to the balls and to the heels and to the balls and to the heels. There's a lot of muscles, a lot of bones in the feet, in the ankles. So we're just going to strengthen them. We're going to wake them up, see what's going on there. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Roll the shoulders back and down, and now see what it feels like to shift the weight into the right foot, but just lift the heel up of the left. Don't crouch. And then you're just pedaling things out. So you're shifting the weight again. Maybe you can move the hips side to side if you want, or you could keep straight. See what it feels like. And now bring the legs together and see if you feel a difference in this movement. See how those slight changes in positioning hit the muscles at different angles, different ways. And then be mindful about what feels good for you. Maybe there's a certain angle you want to reach in your muscles, maybe not. Maybe it all feels the same, which is wonderful. Just listen to your body. I'm always preaching that. Listen to your body. And once you're all settled in, legs are now hip distance apart. Spread out the toes, create that space, and then place them down, and then just push through all 4 corners of the feet. Tailbone is tucked under. Roll the shoulders back and down. Belly button is to the spine. Lift the arms up. Urdhva Hastasana. Reach up to the sky. Inhale. And exhale, let them float down. Inhale, let them rise up. Exhale, place them onto your thighs. Roll the shoulders back and down. Hinge, bend the legs. And we're going to do a standing cat-cow. So release the belly towards the earth. Roll the shoulders back. Let the chest open up. Take a deep breath in. And on the exhale, round out the back. Belly bump to the spine. Lower the head, chin to chest. And then inhale, open. Exhale, round. Inhale, open, release that belly. Let the chest open up wide and round. Draw the belly button into the spine. Push, push, push it back. And one more time. Inhale. And exhale, round. Bring your back to neutral spine. And from here, grab the blocks if you need to, and I want you to put them right in front of you. Place your hands on the blocks. Shift the weight forward. Push the crown of the head towards me. Roll the shoulders back and down. And for future reference, when I'm moving into the class and I say extend halfway, this is how I'd like you to extend halfway. And I'm going to do move to the side. Extend halfway. So if you do not have the flexibility to put your hands on the earth and extend halfway, you place your hands on the block, and it could be in any position. If you want to place your hands on your legs, just be mindful that you're not locking out the knees and pushing back into them. You want to keep the knees slightly bent. Do not lock them out. Do not push away and hurt those knees. And then exhale, forward fold a lot so that your chest makes that connection with the thighs. And again, you could have that support of your hands on the blocks. Bending the knees as much as you need to make this connection. Once you're here, you could slowly try to shift the weight forward, lift the tailbone up towards the sky, see if that connection is still made, put the weight into the balls of the feet, and then push the top of the head towards the earth. Take a deep breath in, exhale, inhale, exhale. Now inhale halfway, you're shifting that weight, you're pushing through the crown of the head. Exhale, forward fold, bending the legs as much as you need to, and then inhale, rise up, arms up overhead. Beautiful. Exhale, let them float down towards the side. Beautiful. Inhale, let them rise. Exhale, extend your right out arm towards me and your left out arm towards the back of the room. You're keeping your hips facing me. So you're just twisting from the torso, the upper part of the body. Push the left hip towards me, the left shoulder back. Look over at that arm. Inhale. Exhale, bring the arm up overhead to meet the front. And now open to the other side. Push the right hip towards me, the right arm goes back, the left arm goes forward. Inhale, bring it center, arm overhead. Inhale, arms rise up. Exhale, forward fold. Place your hands where they need to be to get that forward fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. This time we're going to take the right arm, scoop it down below, low, and twist towards the right. Look over the right shoulder, push the right hip towards me. Take a deep breath in, and on the exhale, scoop the arm down, meet at the front. Inhale, scoop the left arm down, look over the left shoulder, push the left hip towards the front of the room. Inhale. Exhale, scoop the arm down, low, below. Inhale, let them rise. Exhale, forward fold. Take the hands behind the back. Grab opposite elbows. Shift the weight to the balls of the feet. Bend the knees as much as you need to get that beautiful connection of the heart to the thighs. Release the arms. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise up. Holding on to the forearm of the right arm, lift up from the rib cage and then bring it over to the side. Shift the weight into the left leg and then take that right hip and really push it out. Get a beautiful crescent shape here. If you'd like, you could turn to look at the bicep. Try not to bring the arm this way. You really want to open up the chest. And release, arms up overhead. Exhale, just let them float, staying standing. Tailbone is to the ground, belly button to the spine, chest is lifted. Inhale, rise. Hand goes up onto the left forearm. Lift up, bring it over to the right side. Roll the left shoulder back. Push the left hip out a little bit more. Contract that right oblique while you're extending and lengthening the left oblique. You can look over if you choose. And release. Inhale. Exhale, hands behind the back. You're interlacing the hands, sliding the arms down, and then when you forward fold, the knuckles go towards the sky as the top of the head goes towards the earth. Reach up, always trying to create that space, that length. Place the hands on the blocks or the floor. Legs go out a little bit wider and sit it down into Malasana, yogi squat. Use the leverage of your arms to press against the legs and then raise up. So try not to collapse in on yourself. Always try to create that beautiful space. Working on the mobility of the thighs, of the hips, lengthening that spine. Take a nice, beautiful deep breath in. And on the exhale, have a seat. Sit it down. Roll the shoulders back and down. Grab one of the blocks if you can. And then just shift the weight side to side. So it's kind of a modified boat pose. If you'd like, you can lift those legs up, flex the feet. Don't round the shoulders. I'm going to go to the side to show you what I mean. You don't want to have them round. You want to have them nice and open. And the legs can be where you'd like them to be. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower the legs. Place the block to the side. Crisscross. Shift the weight. And then step it back into a plank pose. Just hold it here. Reach through the crown of the head. Belly button is to the spine. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Walk the feet up to meet the hands in that beautiful forward fold. Take a deep breath in. Rise up. Inhale all the way up. Beautiful. Inhale. Exhale, sit it into chair pose. Weight is back into the heels, chest is nice and lifted. As I've said it several times, if your shoulders are tight, place your hands right here at prayer. Or maybe cactus them if you want to open them up. But don't collapse in that lower back. Don't look like Daisy Duck or Daffy Duck. Draw it in. Don't collapse into that back. Working on the quadriceps, putting the weight into the heels, keeping the chest nice and lifted. Take a deep breath in. Lift the right heel up and lower, and the left heel up and lower, and the right heel up and lower, and the left heel up and lower. One more time, right, and then left. Straighten the legs, straighten the arms. Take a deep breath in. Beautiful. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway rise. Exhale, bring it down into Malasana one more time. Roll the shoulders back and down. If you need to sit on a block, sit on the block. If you need to stay here, stay here. Find your range of motion. Place the right arm down. Peel the left arm up. Beautiful twist while you're working the inner thigh. Inhale. Exhale, make the connection with the earth with the left hip, and then rise up, creating space with the right. Deep breath. Exhale, place the hand down. Sit it back down on 1. Roll the shoulders back and down. We're going to go a little farther if you choose. You're going to lift the leg up and place one block on the thighs. Roll the shoulders back and down, and then twist for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Put the blocks to the side. Put your hands behind you and lift up into that reverse tabletop. Roll the shoulders back and down. Lift up the hips. Lift up the butt. Push the knees away. Claw at the mat with your arms. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, lower. All the way down. Hug the knees in towards the chest. Reach around opposite elbows, tailbone is down towards the earth, belly button is the spine, roll the shoulders back and down. Happy baby pose, put your hands on the outside, your arms on the inside, tailbone towards the earth, rolling the shoulders back, plugging the back of the head into the earth. If you want to rock side to side, you can rock side to side. We are going to come up to a standing position. You can crisscross your legs and come up, or bring your legs up and come up. However you would like to come up into that standing position, or you can bring your legs over and roll it up and bring it right into chair pose. And I'm going to face you. Hands, whatever position works for you. You could stay here. You could alternate the legs, the feet, or lift both heels up. Chest is nice and lifted. Belly button is to the spine. Get the heels up a little bit higher. Sit down a little bit lower. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. Inhale, straighten the arms, straighten the legs. Bring it up all the way. Beautiful. Hold on to that wrist. Lift up. Bring it back into the curtsy and get deeper into that stretch on the lateral side. And then reverse. Let the arms float first. Inhale. Lift first. And then bring it over and stretch it out. Beautiful. And release. And bring it back to center. Legs are around hip distance apart. I'm just moving my mat. It's kind of shifted. Put all the weight into the left leg. And then shift. Now here's a time that you can hold on to your strap if you choose, or a wall. And we're working on the balance. We did this in the other class. We're just kind of building. So you could be here. Always using that strap if you need to, here, or lift up. Roll the shoulders back and down. Keep the chest nice and lifted. Beautiful. From here, you're just going to open up the hips. So open, and place the other hand on the hip. Work on that balance. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, bring it to center. Place the left hand over. Bring your right hand back. And if you can, you can look over the shoulder. If you can, you could extend. And then release. Beautiful. Pedal out the feet. Shift the weight. If you need to, use a strap. You could bring it here and you could hold the strap the whole time, and that's fine. Roll the shoulders back. Lift up. Roll them back. Flex the foot. Press through all four corners of the right foot. Tailbone is tucked under. Trying not to put the hip out. And then see if you feel comfortable opening up the hip of this arm, leg. And then be mindful that you're not collapsing in the other leg. Oops. And bounce. Work on your balance. Work on your balance. Find your drishti. Find your focal point. Bring it back to center. Take your right hand, cross over. Lift from the chest. You can do a nice gentle twist. You could extend your arms if you choose, keeping that leg nice and bent. Use a chair or a wall if you need to. And then release. Beautiful. My mat is moving. Sorry. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway. And from here, heel toe the feet out. So now you're in a wide-legged forward fold. Walk the hands out farther, tent up the fingers, hollow out the armpits. Breathe. Exhale, walk the hands back. And then just shift the weight side to side. Shifting, 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 working on that hip mobility once again. And then settle in here. Nice flat back extend. Arms go out. Work the core. Take a deep breath in. And rise up. Beautiful. Roll the shoulders back and down. Keeping the left leg parallel to that mat, just take the right leg, point the toes forward, and bend into Virabhadrasana Warrior Two. If you need to adjust your feet, do so. So ideally, you would like your wrists directly over your ankles. You would like your knee over your ankles. And you would like to be able to see those toes. So make the adjustments if you need to. Roll the shoulders back and down. Press through the pinky edge side of the left foot. Draw the belly button in. Draw the tailbone down to the earth. Draw the shoulders away from the ears. Take a deep breath in. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, straighten that right leg and bring it up. And then exhale into Warrior Two. Inhale, bring it up. Exhale, bend. Inhale, bring it up. Exhale, bend. Place the forearm onto the thigh. Bring your left arm out towards me, perpendicular. Roll the shoulder back, and then extend it overhead for that beautiful extended side angle. Bend the right leg a little bit more so the knee's over the ankle. Roll the top shoulder back a little bit more. Press through the left pinky toe side. Get that beautiful extension. Deep breath in. Exhale. Inhale. Place both hands down, keeping that back leg in that position where it's still in the Warrior Two leg position. And then just get a deep stretch into the hips. Beautiful. Walk the hands to the front, parallel both feet. Interlace the hands behind the back, knuckles towards the ceiling, top of the head towards the ground. Reach up, opening up the chest and opening up the hamstrings. And remember to breathe. One big breath in. Exhale, release the hands to the earth. Inhale, extend, flat back. Exhale, rise. Keep the right leg parallel to the side of the mat, and then just take the toes and push them to the front. Bend the leg to get into Warrior Two, Virabhadrasana 2. Roll the shoulders back. Extend the legs if you need to have those wrists right over the ankles. Bend the front knee a little bit more so it's right over the ankle, and look down so you can see those toes. If you can't, take the knee, open it up away. Press through the outer edge of the right foot so you really feel equal pressure. You don't want to load just in the front leg. It's just creating that stretch, that length, that beautiful length. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Next, inhale, straighten the arms. Straighten the legs. Inhale. Exhale, bring it down. Inhale, bring it up. Exhale, bring it down. Inhale, bring it up. Exhale, bring it down. From here, you're going to place your forearm on to the thigh, but you're not collapsing into it. You're still pushing away and creating that space. Bring your right arm towards me. Roll the shoulder back down first, and then extend it for that beautiful side, supported side angle. Push away with the left arm. Push a lot into the knife edge side, the pinky edge side of the right foot. Keep the chest nice and lifted. Get that beautiful extension. Breathe. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Both hands come down towards the earth, but this leg doesn't move. That position stays where it is. And you just bend the leg a little bit more to get a nice deeper stretch into those hips. Beautiful. Walk the hands towards the front, parallel the feet. Take a deep breath in and walk the hands out, tenting up the fingers. Wide leg forward fold. Hollow out the armpits. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Walk the hands back. Bend the right leg and stay here, or lift the left leg up and go into Skandasana. And nice hold, put your hands wherever you need to feel that support. If you're choosing to do this, you don't have to do this. I'm still a little bit sore from my hernia surgery, so I'm listening to my body right now. Release, lift it up, shift to the other side. So you could just stay here, you could stay here, or you could go down into that Malasana. This side's a little bit easier for me for some reason, however my surgery is healing. Again, please honor your body, please, please, please. And get this nice, beautiful stretch. Place the hands down, shifting the weight back. And now just active stretch, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Settle into the center. Right arm stays right directly underneath the shoulder, and peel the left arm up towards the sky. Reach, reach, reach. Push away from the earth. Draw the energy in, but then shoot it up through the left hand. Deep breath in. Exhale, place the left hand directly underneath the shoulder. Make the connection to the earth. Draw the energy up. Feel it travel through the arm and out the other arm as you reach for the sky. Take a deep breath in. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale, place the hands down. Inhale, extend. Arms go out. Engage the core, belly button, spine, and lift up. Beautiful. Take a deep breath in, keeping the legs where they are in. Exhale. On the next inhale, you're going to bring it up and then pivot into a high lunge. So pivot into that high lunge. Bend the back leg. Heels up of the back leg. Shin is kind of trying to get into parallel. Roll the shoulders back and down and reach up. Take a deep breath in. And hold it here. Isometric hold, just bring the arms down and open. Working on that balance, working on that strength. Tailbone is tucked under, belly button is to the spine, head is towards the ceiling. Deep breath in, straighten it. Bring it up, and then pivot to the other side for that high lunge. Adjust the feet if you need to, and lower down. Be very mindful that the heel is lifted of the back leg, the tailbone is tucked under, the shoulders are back and down, the knees over the ankle, and your hips are hip distance. So there is a space between the legs. They're not stacked like a tightrope or a balance beam. There is a space between them. They're hip distance. You need that for your balance. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. Inhale. Bring it center. And then bring the arms here. And now we're going to move with a little bit more fluidity. So bring it over and down and center and down. Center and down and center and down. Now arms up overhead. Over and pull. Over and pull. Over and pull. Over and pull. Next time we're going to bring the arms straight back. So bring it straight back. Back and extend. Back and extend. One more time. Back and extend. And back and extend. Beautiful. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. Forward fold. Walk the hands far back between the legs. Drop the head down. Inhale halfway. And now walk the hands to the right side. You're lifting, pivoting the feet so you're in that low lunge position. Roll the shoulders back and down. Lift the back leg so it's straighter. The front leg, it's a little bit more bent. And from here you could stay here or really lift up and work on the core and wing the arms back to work on those triceps. Throw the right hip forward and the left hip back, straighten the back leg. Make sure the knee is directly over the ankle of the front leg. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. Inhale, extend the arms out and breathe. Inhale. Exhale, place the left hand on the earth and then bring the heel down and peel up. Actually, I'm sorry, don't bring the heel down. Don't bring the heel down. My mistake. Get that deeper extension, reach the arm overhead. Bend the front leg a little bit more, straighten the back leg a little bit more. Place the hands onto the earth so your hands are framing off that foot. Release the back leg, the left leg, to the earth and bring it up into Anjaneyasana. Roll the shoulders back and down. Tailbone is tucked under. If you need blocks, grab onto the blocks. Take a deep breath in, rise up. And then just cactus the arms. Push the shin into the floor. Lift the chest up higher. Tailbone is tucked under so you don't feel that pain, that collapse in the back. Inhale. Exhale. Hands are on the ground and toes curl under and shift into that runner's lunge. And again, if you need the blocks, you can put your hands here if this feels more comfortable. On the blocks here, whatever feels comfortable for you. Draw the right hip back, the left hip forward. Take a deep breath in. And then release. Lift the leg up, the back leg. Just walk, walk, walk. Travel, travel, travel. Frame off the foot so you're in that low lunge on the other leg. Roll the shoulders back. Be very light on the hands. Draw the left hip back and the right hip forward. Bend the left knee so it's over the ankle. Straighten out the right leg a little bit more. Lift the chest off of the thigh and wing the arms back. Your head is a nice, beautiful extension of the neck and the spine. So you're extending through it. You're rolling the shoulders back. You're engaging that core. Bend the front leg a little bit more. Take a deep breath in. You could bring it to another level by extending those arms out here. Breathe. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale, place the hands down. You're framing off that foot. Keep the right arm firmly against the ground. Gently peel up. Twisting from the waist. Straighten the back leg a little bit more. Bend the knee of the front leg so it's over the ankle. And then get that beautiful extension. Reach, reach, reach with the fingertips overhead. Still working on that rotation from the waist. Beautiful. And place the arm down. You're still framing off the feet so the toes and the fingers are in alignment. Release the right leg towards the earth. Take a deep breath in. Rise up. Interlace the hands behind the back. Slide them down. Tailbone is tucked under, or you can reach forward. Depends on what works for you without that pain, without compromising the back. You're still drawing the belly button in. You're lifting the chest up. And you can still get that beautiful stretch of the quadricep and the hip flexor. Awesome. Deep breath in. Exhale. Release the hands. Hands come down, toes curl under the back leg, and you shift into that runner's lunge. Hands in front, hands here on the blocks, whatever works for your body. Foot is nice and flexed, and forward fold. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, bring it back into that low lunge. Lift the back leg. Walk the hands. And keep walking, keep walking, keep walking. And heel toe the legs towards the center. Grab opposite elbows, let the head hang low, bend the knee as much as you can to get that connection with the chest to the thigh. You may not even need to bend the knees at this point. You might be a little bit more flexible now. So see the differences in your body. Inhale, halfway extend. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up. Beautiful. Bring the arms down. Going to shift the weight into the left leg. And we're going to bring it up into tree pose. So you could just kickstand your leg here, or you could place your leg anywhere on your thigh, as long as it's not against the knee. So you could open up the leg more, hold on to a chair or a wall, roll the shoulders back, bring your hands to heart center. Find your drishti point, your balance point. When you feel comfortable here, lift the arms up. Let that tree grow. The limbs are up. Take a beautiful breath in. Inhale and exhale. Hands are on hips. Bend the leg and bring it in. You could stay here like we did in the first pose, or you could extend the leg out and lift it up. Beautiful. You could stay here or open it up a little bit wider, a little bit more, and then you could bend it and twist. Oops, I'm sorry. Everyone loses their balance. Or twist. Straightening out the standing leg, twisting, rotating. And then bend and lower. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway rise. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. And we're going to go for the other side. Shift the weight into the right leg. Roll the shoulders back and down, and then lift the heel up. So you could kickstand that leg, or just move it up your leg, whatever feels comfortable for you. Get yourself set. See if you can open up the hips without collapsing in that leg. Roll the shoulders back and down. Every day is different. So if you don't feel like your balance is spot on today, no worries. This is literally the first time I've done this in weeks, if not months, because of my surgery. So it's all about growth and progress. And some days you have to grow back from something else. If you want to, let your limbs grow, your chest is open, your belly button is to the spine. From here, hands are on hips. Bring the leg in. You could keep it bent, or you could reach under and stay here, or you could reach out. All depends on your flexibility. If you could bring your head to the knee, that's wonderful too. Try to straighten your right leg, not locking them. Bring it out to the side if you'd like to, or you could keep that leg bent like we did at the beginning. And then you're bringing it over either bent leg or straight leg, and then swapping out up and getting that twist. Bend the leg, bring it back the way you came in. Take a deep breath in. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway up. And then bring the legs out nice and wide. Toes face out. Take a deep breath in and rise up. And then bring it down into Goddess pose. Elbows in line with the shoulders, toes are out slightly, tailbone is tucked under. Sit a little bit lower and get that shift down. Shift, shift, shift. Find the shifts. If you are stuck somewhere and you feel like, gosh, can't get out, try to make that shift. Make that shift happen. And breathe for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Straighten the arms, bring them up. Deep breath in. Exhale. Forward fold. Walk the hands to the right so you're back into that low lunge. Frame off the feet. Step the right leg back to meet the left. Shift that weight forward. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, bring it up into downward facing dog. Can't believe this is the first dog. Claw at the mat. See if you can push away. See if the heels can reach towards the earth. Hollow out those armpits. Beautiful. Breathe the right leg up and back. Bend the knee, flex the foot, stack the hips, and find this beautiful opening. Circle the ankle in one direction, circle it in the other direction. Bring it back to center, and then bring it out to the high plank, knee to nose. Make the connection. And lift it up, downward dog split. Roll it out, knee to nose, make the connection. Bring it up, downward dog split. Roll it out, knee to nose, make the connection. Bring it up, downward dog split. Roll it out, knee to tricep. Slide it down to the wrist. Bring it over to the other wrist. Slide it up to the armpit and bring it center. And then reverse. Left armpit, slide it down. Left wrist, right armpit, knee to nose, and then step it through. Holy moly. Take a deep breath in, rise up, and then bring it right into Virabhadrasana 2, Warrior 2. Adjust. Beautiful. Take a deep breath in, peel it back. Peaceful warrior, get that beautiful extension. Take your hand, put it behind your leg, place it on the earth, and bring your front arm over. So press into the right corners, all 4 corners of the right foot. Push the right leg back, straighten the left leg, and then press through the pinky toe side of the left leg. Keeping this leg bent, bring it up, Vira 2. Bring it back, peaceful. Center, and stretch it out. Take a deep breath in. Reach, reach, reach. Hand on the shin or behind the leg, and reach up into Trikonasana. Extend the arm if you choose. Beautiful. Square off the foot again, so you're not low lunge. Step it back. Shift the weight and lower and hover here and push away. And lower. You can modify by pushing the knees down if you need to, and lower and push away, and lower and push away, and lower, and then lower the knees, chest and chin. Slide it down, interlace the hands behind the back, roll the back down, lift the legs up, extend through the crown, extend through the toes, draw the belly button back in, take a deep breath in. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Bring your hands in. Toes curl under. Bring it back into downward facing dog. Breathe the right leg up and back. Bend the knee. Flex the foot. Stack the hips. Stay here or flip your dog into a beautiful wild thing or rock star. Bring it back. Downward dog split. Take the right leg. Knee to nose. Step it through. And rise up high lunge. Oh, beautiful. Cut it through. You're just traveling to the other side. Nice. Reach up. Hand point down. Step it back. In that high plank. Collect the mat. Shift the weight. Belly button to the spine. Inhale. Exhale. Downward facing dog. Heels go towards the earth. Hollow out the armpits. Spiral the forearms in. Shoulders go back. Claw a lot. Breathe the left leg up and back. Bend the knees. Stack the hips. Press into the left hand so you don't collapse into the whole right side. Circle the ankle 3 times in one direction. Circle 3 times in the other direction. Bring it back to center in that downward dog split. Roll out high plank, knee to nose, and lift it up. Roll out high plank, knee to nose, and lift it up. Roll out high plank, knee to nose. From here, take the knee, bring it to the left armpit. Slide it down to the left wrist. Bring it over to the right wrist. Slide it up to the right armpit. Bring it center, and then reverse. Right armpit, right wrist, left armpit, wrist, left armpit, center. Beautiful. And step it through. Throw the arms back. Bring it up into Virabhadrasana to Warrior 2. Adjust the feet if you need to. Roll the shoulders back and down. Really press through. Peel back into Peaceful Warrior. Bend the front leg a little bit more. Keeping the legs exactly the way they are. Bring that left arm behind on the block or on the floor. Press through the pinky edge side of the right leg. Push this left leg against the left arm. And then reach over. And really rotate, opening up. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Bend the front leg a little bit more so it's right over the ankle. Press a lot through the right leg so you're not collapsing. Take a deep breath in. Keeping the left leg bent, bring it up. Warrior 2. Bring it back, peaceful. And then straighten. Trikonasana. Reach, reach, reach. Placing the hand on your shin or on the floor behind you. Get that beautiful rotation, opening things up. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, hand come down to frame off the foot. You're back into that low lunge. Step it back into downward facing dog. Breathe the left leg up and back. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, bend the leg, flex the foot, stack the hips. And from here, you can stay here or flip your dog into Wild Thing or Rock Star. Reach up. Find that beautiful extension. Bring it back to center, downward dog split. Lower, shift the weight, modified or full push-up. Lower down, exhale, push away. 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 And one more time. Lower down, exhale, push away. And lower, knees, chest, chin. Oh, beautiful. Put your hands right by the lower part of your rib cage, roll the shoulders back and down, belly buttons in, and slide back, extend. Or bring them out here and extend. And release, sit up on the heels, not child's pose, just up on the heels. Take a deep breath in, inhale. Exhale, float. Inhale. Exhale, slide it out. Make a pillow with your left hand. Chin is on there, reach around, right leg. Get that beautiful stretch of the quadricep. If you need the strap right here, grab the strap. And release. Toes curl under. Sit it back on the heels. Or block. If this is not accessible to you, take a deep breath in. Exhale. Lift up, inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Bring the right arm back. See if you can touch the pocket or the heel and get that stretch. Bring it center. Inhale. Exhale. Hand to back pocket or heel and get that stretch. Bring it to center. Inhale. Exhale. Slide it out. Make a pillow with your right arm. Bend the left leg. Reach behind. Get that beautiful quadricep stretch. Forehead onto the hand. And release. Bring it up, roll it back. Take a deep breath in. Now you could go back to one side and then the other, or you could try both hands with the toes curl under, makes it more accessible. If you have that range of motion, the toes could curl down. Place the heel of your hand on your lower lumbar in your back and pull up, so you're getting that space, and stretch down. Roll the shoulders back and down, push the hips forward, and there you are. You're just opening things up. If you feel you can, you reach back and you reach back and open. Or again, you could just do one arm and then one arm. And release. And now we get to go into child's pose. Legs are a little wider than hip distance. Toes come in. Hollow out the armpits and place the forehead down to the earth. And take a deep breath in. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. We're going to go back into downward facing dog because we're going to go into pigeon pose. If this is not accessible to you, you're going to flip over into figure 4, or I will show you how you can modify with the block. Lift up, breathe your right leg up and back, take a deep breath in, roll out the knee towards the wrist or the elbow, and then release that back leg. Now, if you have the flexibility to bring this shin parallel to the mat, then do so, but make sure that foot is flexed. Now this is pigeon. You're working the core, the legs are drawn in towards the midline. And this is, you could be here if you want, and this could be your pigeon. This is actually pigeon pose. You could rest your pigeon. You could bring this block right under here for support. You could grab the other block if you need to, and get this nice stretch. You're drawing back. Or you could rest your pigeon by having your forehead on the block. You're drawing your right hip back and your left hip forward. If you do not need the blocks, you can remove the blocks and then lay down. Draw the right hip back and the left hip forward. Point the toes if your leg is not parallel to the mat at the top. Take a nice deep breath in. On the exhale, bring it up. You are going to bring the back leg back. I'm sorry. And then bring it over to a side plank and hold it here. Take a deep breath in. You can modify the side plank, make it any way you wish. You can lift the leg up, which is fine. Any way you want to work it. It's beautiful. And bring it down. And roll over. Breathe the left leg up and back. Bend the knee, flex foot, stack the hips. Beautiful. Bring it center. And then bring that in for pigeon pose on this side. So remember, you're going to get into the pigeon first. Use a block where you need them, if you need them, and then pick what level works for you, what positioning works for you. Draw the left hip back and the right hip forward into resting if you'd like to rest the pigeon. You really need to draw the left hip back and the right hip forward, then you really feel that beautiful stretch in the piriformis. Take a deep breath in and exhale, bring it up. Toes curl under of the right leg. Bring it back and you're going to pivot into the side plank on the other side. You can modify this by putting the knees down. You can lift the leg up, lift the hip up a little bit higher. Whatever works for you in the side plank pose. And then release. Bring it back to downward facing dog. Breathe the left leg up, right leg up and back. Open it up one more time. And bring it back to center. Release the knees down. And then just walk it in and have a seat. A beautiful, beautiful seat. Nice. Extend the right leg out. Left leg is up. Kickstand your arms and then bring it back into like a bow and arrow or half happy baby sitting up. And then bring it in. Take a deep breath in. Get the fleshy part away. Lift up. If you have a block and you want to get deeper into the extension, or if you have your straps, use your straps to hold on. Whichever way. I need to switch this way because the deck is super, super hot. It's burning my legs. But here you go. And release. Extend the left leg out. Get the fleshy part away. Kickstand to get the back. Hand on the pinky toe side, arm on the inside. So it is like a seated up happy baby pose or bow and arrow pose, whatever you'd like to call it. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, place the sole of the foot against the other thigh. Get that fleshy part away. Reach up, use a strap, use a block, use your hands. However you would like to get into the stretch. For the hamstrings, do so. Beautiful. And release. Take this block, place it underneath the sacrum, which is like right kind of between the hips, right under the lower lumbar. You'll find your balance point. Roll the shoulders back, plug the rears of the shoulders in, the back of the head into the ground. Have your palms face up to keep that opening of the shoulders, and then flex the feet to activate the feet and the legs into legs up the wall. You can put your hands wherever you like. I like to try to open my shoulders, so I like putting my hands up here, but do what works for you. This is really great for the lymphatic system. It is a great calming pose. Ironically, it is also an energizing pose. It has your blood traveling in a different direction. So if you're standing all the time or you're in an upright position all the time, the blood kind of pulls down towards your ankles, down your feet, down your legs. This just kind of reverses things. So that's why it's really good for the circulatory system, lymphatic system, just gets things moving a different way. I always take advantage of having my palms up or overhead or in cactus or goalpost arms, just because I always want to try to open up these shoulders. So take a deep breath in and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Remove the block. Today we're just going to roll up. Most of the times I have you roll to the right side. It's kind of challenging when you're watching a video. Find a nice comfortable seat. Those of you who follow me know my comfortable seat is sitting on the block, because that way it really lets my hips open up more. My knees can touch the ground, whereas if I was flat on the ground, my knees would be up and my hips would be nice and tight. Not nice. You don't want them tight. Shift slightly back so that your vertebrae is stacked one on top of the next. Lift the shoulders up toward your ears, roll them back, and then slide them down your back. Lift through the crown of the head, create that space. Deep breath in. Exhale, let them float. Inhale, fill up the lungs as much as you can. And when you think you can't anymore, do it a little bit more. Full capacity, and then exhale. Inhale one more time. And exhale, bring the hands to heart center. Roll the shoulders back into. Thank you so much for joining me on this absolutely stunning, beautiful day. I hope you got what you were seeking out of this class and then some, and I hope to see you soon. Have a beautiful day. Thank you, everybody. Namaste.